Hi guys, this is Bella Crochet. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a granny square. This is what a granny square looks like. It comes in different rows and it starts from the middle going towards the outside. You can see just like that. This is a two-colored granny square. You can make it in solid colors or in colorful patterns like this. And for this we're going to be needing, most importantly, your hook. I'm going to be using a size 4.5 hook because I want the stitches to be bolder. You can use any hook size for this, it doesn't matter. You also need a pair of scissors. This comes with a crochet set. You need a row counter or stitch counter. In case you're going to be making a wider size of granny square, you're going to need to track your rows so you don't lose track. And you're going to need a tapestry needle to help you weave in your ends in situations where you're using two colors. You're going to be needing to weave in each color end. And most importantly, you need your yarn. You can use any yarn size. It doesn't matter because it's a training session, but in a situation where you're actually making a wearable piece, you need to follow the hook size for that particular yarn size. So let's go into the lessons. First of all, we will want to make our magic ring. A magic ring is I make the adjustable magic ring where you can adjust the loop. So first of all, you wound your yarn around your fingers just like this and take it over your thumb and under just like that. Then use your index finger to catch it, holding as well so that it doesn't slip off. And then we have the little circle there. You will have to turn around because this is the part you want to pull close, so we don't want to close it yet. So we're going to go ahead and make our very first chain. Our granny square consists of 3 DC clusters in it. You can see from here 1, 2, 3 clusters. So we're going to go into the center, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. We've sealed it so it doesn't go loose, and then we make a DC into there. For your first DC, you can make a chain 3, or you can make the standing DC. To know how to make the standing DC, I'm going to show you in the next video how to make the standing DC. And then you make 2 more DCs. That constitutes the first cluster. This makes the sides of the squares, and then we make the corner. We chain 2. Chain 2. I'll bring that closer. You can see that we chain 2, and then we're going to make 3 more double crochet clusters in the middle, the same hole, to create the second side. 2, 3. And we made the second side. We can see it's beginning to form our square slowly. We have the first side, a corner, and the second side. So now we're going to create a second corner by chaining 2. Every chain 2 is a corner. We've made our second corner, so we'll make our third edge, 3 double crochets into the center again. 2, 3. There you have it. And we have the third side and 2 corners, we create the third corner, chain 2, 1, 2, and then we make the last side, 1, 2, 3, and we have the last side, and we make the corner again, chain 2. Before we join it, remember there's a hole, so we don't want the hole to be there. We can see that we have a little extra bump here, so we're going to pull that tight to close our center, and there we have a center tightly shut. Now you're going to notice we have the first cluster had 3 tops, 1, 2, 3. So into this third one here, we're going to be putting a slip stitch to close our granny square. So going there, and then I like to weave in my ends as I go, but for this lesson I'm going to be showing you how to use the tapestry to weave in your ends, so I'm not going to hide in my ends yet. So back to closing short our first little square, we pull out a slip stitch. Is this, we don't yarn over again to pull out like we would. Instead, this particular one we hold on top, we're going to pull it into the chain 1 of our previous chain 2, and there you have it. You have your very first square. You can see your very first square. So now to make the second row, we're going to turn our work. We're going to turn our work clockwise or anti-clockwise and we're at the back of the work. Like I said, for your first DC, you can either make a chain 3 or a standing DC. I preferably like using the standing DC because it gives the real illusion that it's a double crochet. So I'll go on with my standing DC. That gives us one of the clusters for the next granny cluster, and then we are going to make 2 more to give us a cluster. This is all going into the chain 2 space, not the individual stitches. Then we're going to create a chain 2. Now, so we don't make a mistake of putting just one cluster, in each chain spaces we are going to be putting 2 clusters with a corner in between. That's chain 3 DC, 3 DC, chain 2, and another 3 DC. That creates another corner. It's like expanding the squares. If you see this, first in round 1 we had 1, 2, 3, 4 for the first round, and the second round we have 1, 2 for the side instead of 1, 1, 2 for the second side, 1, 2 for the third side. For the round 3 we had 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So if you notice in the round 2 we made 3 clusters, 2 clusters with a chain space in between. That expands our square. So we're going to be doing that with this very square. We expand. So like you're saying, I've chained 2 to create my corner, and I'm going to add another double crochet cluster into this same space. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, and there we have another corner made. So we're going to skip these 3 stitches and move into the next cluster space, the next corner space. We're going to do that till we are done with this particular round. So come with me. 1, 2, 3, a corner, that's chain 2, and another cluster in the same space. Don't forget to make sure your cluster is 3. Now we have 2 corners. Our square is visibly expanding, if you can see this. So we're going to make it, I'll make sure at the end, once you reach the last corner, let me know. So we're back again, and I finished my 4 corners. Realize there's a space here, so we have to seal our square. So to do that, we're going to do the same thing we did with the first round when we're sealing it off. We're going to find the 3 tops, and then into the very first one we will slip stitch. You might want to expand it so that you can see it visibly and not make a mistake. So we're going, and then realize we didn't yarn over before we went in. We went straight into inserting a hook, yarn over, pull it through, and then that same one we pull it through this. We didn't chain 2 before sealing short because this is a side. In a side there is no chain space, it's just the hole created by the space between 2 clusters. So in my round 3, I'm going to like to work with a different color. I'm going to like to work with a different color, just like this. So okay, I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to slip stitch to close and then cut it off. You want to tug on that so it doesn't go loose. So I'm going to be adding a next color, which is green. I love green. So this is my green. It goes well with my background, sorry about that. So for the green, I'm going to attach it to the same space by tying. We don't want it to go loose, so we're going to attach it by tying. You might want to tie that twice or 3 times depending on how tight it is, but twice is fine by me. It won't go loose. Then in this round we're going to weave in this color. We're going to hide it as we go. So remember, this was the side facing us, this is the right side, so we'll have to turn it to the wrong side, and then I'm going to make a slip stitch to seal it off. So I have my very first piece. Then, being that it's in the middle, even if we didn't cut this color out, we would have to continue from the middle. Usually some people like to slip stitch all the way to the corner, but that's a little bit stressful for me, so I just go with continue from where it stopped. So this is where my last slip stitch was at from the last row. So we're going to make our standing DC or chain 3, that signifies a DC one, into the space. In a side, we want to make just 1 cluster, which is 3 double crochet. 1 cluster is 3 double crochet. We are not going to chain 2 or anything. The only place we're going to chain is at the corners. We're going to only chain at the corners, but at the sides don't chain, just go straight into the holes you see and make a cluster. And then once you reach the corner, we make a corner, that's a chain 2. So I'm going to not chain 2, I'm just going to the corner with a cluster. Chain 3, make 2 stitches and chain 3 again to create our corner. This gives us our corner. So now if you notice, we have another hole in this middle again. We have another hole in the middle of this place. That's how an edge is going to look like. So we're going to keep going. We're not going to chain 2 for this one. We're just going to go straight into that place with a cluster. 2, 3. That's 3. And now we're going into our corner. We'll go straight into the corner again without chaining 2 with a cluster. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2 to create a corner and a cluster again. Now the reason why we make 2 clusters at the corner is so that it gives an increase. The 2 clusters makes it increase, while at the centers of the edges we're not going to do any increases. So going to the center again with another cluster, no chain 2 between, then to the corner with a cluster, 2, 3, I'm going into my edge now. Oh, sorry, I actually went into my edge already. So I'm left with 1 corner and we're going to go into that. For a corner, the recital is 1 cluster, 1 cluster, 2 stitches, 1 cluster. For the edge is just cluster, cluster, cluster. Then for the corner is cluster, chain 2 space, cluster. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just the principle of a granny square. And now we're back to where we have to literally seal it off. So we're going to find our center again, top part, and try to tug it out, then seal it off by slip stitching. So if you want to grow your granny square, you just have to keep following the principles. 2 clusters at the corner with a chain 2 space, and you keep growing. Then at the edges, no chain stitches, just a cluster in each holes till you get to the corner. I hope this helps, guys, and I hope to see you in the next video. Like and subscribe and drop a comment for more lessons. Then don't forget to push the notification buttons, as YouTube is not going to notify you when I drop the next video. Thank you. Bye.